Your Honor, Miss Chapman was in first appearance the other day under a different name.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure if you're aware of that.
Okay. I recall, I think that was me, who may have handled that. Okay. Let me give me just a moment here to get through paperwork. Okay, ma'am, can you state your name for me?
Mrs. Chapman.
All right, Miss Chapman. You've got two charges. There is an identity fraud charge. That's a felony offense. The criminal records index shows that you were given 2 years of probation back in March of last year by the Clayton County Superior Court. So I do not have the authority to assign a bond on that felony charge this morning. The other charge is providing a false name, address, or date of birth. I can go ahead and assign a bond amount of $1,500 to that one. Your preliminary hearing is going to be scheduled for March the 22nd at 8:30 a.m. And that hearing will take place over the computer, just like this one. And on your application for a court-appointed attorney, it says refused at the top. Do you plan on hiring your own attorney?
I didn't refuse. I need a court-appointed attorney.
You do want a court-appointed attorney?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you currently have a job?
No,
Do you have any source of income?
no.
Okay. All right. I'm going to find that you are entitled to a court-appointed attorney, and I will put the order in this morning, appointing an attorney to represent you. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Here, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Hey, good morning. Can you state your name for me, ma'am?
Tracy Harry.
All right, Miss Harry, you have 3 charges. I'm sorry, it looks like you have 2 charges. The first charge is crossing the guard lines with intoxicants. That is a felony offense. The bond amount for that is going to be $5,000. The second charge is possession of marijuana less than 1 ounce. The bond amount for that is $1,500. So your total bond comes to $6,500. I've scheduled a preliminary hearing for you. That's going to take place on March the 22nd at 8:30 a.m. And that hearing will take place over the computer, just like this one. And I have received your application for a court-appointed attorney. Do you want to apply for a court-appointed lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so do you currently have a job?
No, I've been detained in Butts County for 2 months, so I haven't worked.
So no employment? Okay. All right. Do you have any other source of income? Okay. All right. I'm going to find that you do qualify for a court-appointed attorney, and I will put the order in this morning, appointing one to represent you. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Morning, Judge.
Okay. Good morning. Can you state your name for me, ma'am?
Michelle Miller.
Okay, Miss Miller, you have 1 charge. That's theft by receiving stolen property, motor vehicle. That's a felony offense that has a bond amount of $4,000. And I've scheduled the preliminary hearing for you to take place on March the 22nd at 8:30 a.m. And I have received an application for a court-appointed attorney. Do you want to apply for a court-appointed lawyer?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay. All right. So I'm looking at the application. How much do you earn? I see that you have a job. It says 1370. Do you get 1370 an hour?
A month.
A month? Okay. All right. Okay, I'm going to find that you do qualify for a court-appointed attorney, and I will put the order in this morning, appointing an attorney to represent you. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Okay. Hey, good morning. Can you state your name for me, ma'am?
Whitfield.
Whitfield, okay. Okay, Ms. Whitfield, you have two charges. The first is improper lane change. There was a bond amount noted. I don't know if you had already been told there was a bond amount noted on that charge for $1,050. I've knocked that down to $500. So it's going to be $500 bond on the improper lane change. Your second charge is the felony charge of possession of a controlled substance, violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act. That bond amount is $3,500. So your total bond this morning is $4,000. I've scheduled a preliminary hearing for you. That's going to take place on March the 22nd at 8:30 a.m. And that hearing will be held over the computer, just like this one. And I have received an application for a court-appointed attorney. Do you want to apply for a court-appointed lawyer?
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay. I see that you're not currently employed. Do you have any other source of income?
No, sir.
Okay, I'm going to find that you are qualified for a court-appointed lawyer. So I will put the order in this morning, appointing an attorney to represent you. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. That's all the females, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys very much. I think we only had one waiver on the female side today.
Yes, I'll get her to fill it out.
Okay. Thank you guys.
Your Honor, be advised, the juveniles are here, just so you're aware.
Okay. I'm going to hold them to the end because I'll need to review the paperwork once it comes through here. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, can you state your name one more time, sir?
Anthony Anderson.
All right. Mr. Anderson, you have got three charges. There's a theft by taking charge. Looks like that's a motor vehicle. That's a felony offense. That bond amounts $3,500. The second charge is financial transaction card fraud. Also a felony offense. That bond amount is $6,500. The third charge is neglect to a disabled adult. That's also a felony, and that bond amount is $6,000. So when we add all three of those bond amounts up, your total bond this morning is $16,000. That comes with a special condition that while out on bond or until another judge changes your bond conditions, you are to stay away from and have no contact with Charles Scandrett. I have scheduled your preliminary hearing that will take place on March the 22nd at 8:30 a.m. and it will be held over the computer, just like this one. Give me just a moment if you have a question.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I have received an application for a court-appointed attorney. Do you want to apply for a court-appointed lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. I find that you are qualified for a court-appointed lawyer, so I will place the order this morning to have one appointed to represent you. Okay. Do you have a question, sir?
Yes, sir. You said that first charge was what now?
First charge was theft by taking.
It was theft by taking what?
That's a motor vehicle.
No,
Theft by
sir.
taking motor vehicle. Don't tell me any details because the only thing I can do is assign bond for you today. Okay. But talk to your lawyer about it. And that'll be everything. Thank you, sir.
All right. Okay.